Okay, this is curious, and I'm gonna try to explain, well, to you for the first time, for me, yet again. It's been a few takes here. Um, the point that's going on with all the anti-theist rhetoric in the atheist community. What has been transpiring a lot is some of the instances around the Reason rallies and other things that have been going on in the blogosphere. And that would be a key conflict between skeptics and secularists. The problem is that the secularists, while many atheists can agree of separation of church and state, it really comes to light that secularists are mostly religious in nature, even though they're progressive. If you think about that for a second, 80% of the world is religious. Mainstream religions, too. Christian, Jewish, Muslim. So, with that fact in mind, if that fact's true, I'm assuming it's true that I haven't misquoted it, then the fact is that all these progressive social political views don't really come from atheists. They come from progressive religious organizations. So, in a very real way, this is religion, again, trying to tell atheists what to think. Except in this point, it's progressive point of view. So this is essentially an argument that was between conservatives and liberals that has now come through secularism into the atheist community. And other people in the atheist community think that religious extremism is also coming through on the skeptic side, because some people are saying, no, we believe in naturalism, we don't believe in religious tolerance when it isn't deserved. It's not the point to break down religion, it's the point that reason is the whole end goal of skepticism. And that shouldn't be denied just because someone says that we have to be tolerant for the needs of anti-bigotry, religious bigotry. That some in the reason community feel that it's being abused to serve into the inroads of religion, especially in the higher rungs of government, when you have things like CARE, the ADL, Southern Poverty Law Center, just all these organizations that either progressive or conservative seem to want to keep the status quo going with these religious ideals. And I don't think it's too much to reason that it should be questioned, even at the expense of intolerance, or supposed intolerance, because there is a defining point there. And that point is that are you questioning just someone that's different than you, or are you questioning someone who is different from you for certain reasons? And I think the reasons are important. Not just a means to an end, but a means to a higher understanding of it. That isn't automatically a progressive social political view, or inclusion, or um, diversity, or equality, or any of these other progressive things. Of course, in the atheist community, almost 99%, I don't really know what numbers, but a good many of the atheist community don't have problems with progressive views. I feel that it's possibly true that even moderates and conservatives might have a secular or skeptical atheist view, but just keep quiet about it because the function of religion serves their conservative views much better. It's just another camp to rally in. You ever thought of that? I mean, you ever go to church and think, wow, how many of these people are just here for the cause, not the conviction? I sort of had that feeling when I was a Lutheran. It was more like a country club. You got your praying done for 2 hours, you put in your friggin' social due, and then the rest of it was just like a youth league or a youth center and a community center with the pretense of religion to give it a cultural binding in certain ideas and values. You know, it's a Sunday picnic kind of thing. So I think that's what we're seeing in the atheist community. We're seeing reason and skeptics versus progressives and pseudo-religious political tolerance. Personally, that's why I'm saying I'm one of the people who's a skeptic that's saying no. Skepticism and what it's been labeled anti-theism, which pretty much it is, although because of my cultural conservatism, but what I mean by cultural conservatism is my view that there shouldn't be a regulated culture, but a deregulated culture. In other words, small government, but my view is conservative on that. In two ways. One, I have cultural views. Two, I don't believe government should be involved. See, so it's not really a progressive cultural view. Now, you get into my economics and certain economic issues that could be called social issues as well, and I'm more progressive, maybe very progressive. So that's the point, is that when you hear the anti-theism, it's that some people are tired of tolerance to, well, I've been calling it tolerance to tyranny, to be honest, because well, from a conservative point, at least for myself, you could say even some of the anti-war thing is an intolerance for tyranny if you want to view military-industrial aggression and expansionism as Christian intolerance or violence. You know, I don't know. I'm not really anti-war, so I couldn't tell you. Although I do think we need a more anti-terror driven and not Cold War stance military industrial complex. And that's my point of view. So I think that's why you're seeing that, and that's the answer I think is most prevalent. Oh, and this is all to do about Thunderfoot and Rebecca Watson and P.Z. Myers and all the people that, and Pat Condell, and all the people that attacked Brigham, all these people, and the other people that counterattacked them, and the race realists, or the race racists, and yada yada about race. It's all about feminism, racialism, and sexualism. Well, sexualism, the whole sexuality issues, orientation, sexual roles, feminism, stuff like that. That's really the homosexual issues. Yeah, it's basically all it is. It's just a rehashing of the new things going on again. You can find it all at Elevator Gate, other things like that. And that's what it is. Anyway, hope that helps. Bye.